Good morning, everybody. I'm at a loss today. It was kind of a slow news day yesterday, although there was a couple events that kind of got under my skin a little bit and are probably going to cause a big stir over the next couple of days. And you probably hear some people getting riled up over these particular events. But so I just picked out a bunch of random articles today. Some of them are FTG worthy. Some are, I don't know. Some are just interesting. Let's put it that way. So it's going to be a little bit of a random FTG Thursday. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. Play the intro, please. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, PDawg Knight. Stop the music and start the music. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, Marty, a.k.a. PDawg Knight, on this fine Thursday, May the 7th, 2020. I am ecstatic that you are here. Now, the background music today is going to be reminiscent of 80s pop music. The synth beats and kind of I don't even know what you call this. It just has some 80s feel to it. Hey, how's everyone doing today? I've got my cup of reparations coffee, and I have some cough syrup included in it, so I won't cough as much as I did yesterday. And so there's that. Hey, people are rolling in slowly. I'm going to say good morning though, because I want to let people have a chance to come in. So first in the docket today, in the dog pound, is our friend Sheagrath, who gets the bell. And I have to bring this up before I say hi to everyone else. Sheagrath has brought some breaking news to me. He says scientists have discovered another deadly pathogen they're calling the peekaboo virus. Doctors are sending anyone with peekaboo straight to the ICU. Yes, thank you, Sheagrath, for that breaking news. I'm glad you brought that up. I've been hearing I've been seeing a lot of weird things about that. So anyway, good morning also to Mike Savage, Blarg. Good morning, Gunfox61, Sean, Tyler F, Select a Boy. Donatello Slapafellow, Cynical Lindsay, this is Kyle. Hello, chat people and PDawg. Thank you, Kyle. Good morning, Chi-Town Jay. Hey, Larry. I see you too. Also, the Reverend Tex Watson is in the house. Good morning, Straight Sith Males, Jay Wolf, and Rolling Bear, who just popped in just as I was about to take a sip of the reparations cough syrup. Also, good morning to Jack Fernstrom and everyone who's hanging out. So, like I said, it's going to be kind of random today. I've been seeing some stuff on Twitter, and I've been seeing just random stuff pop up. Oh, by the way, quick thank yous. Thank you. So, oh no, these are people let's see, blah, blah, blah. Oh, these are people retweeting some shit. Thank you, Cynical Lindsay, for tweeting out the show. Oh, now what is this? Now someone replied with a clown. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Oh. I don't know if you saw this White House press briefing yesterday. The new press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, apparently I'll just read this tweet because it says, turn the tables on reporters, asked if places like Vox, NPR, Washington Post, and New York Times want to take back stories they had published that had downplayed the threat of COVID-19. So here's that. Good morning, Maniac Man also. So I'm going to play, this is an interesting little clip. Like I said, it's going to be random today. But here it is. This is actually pretty good. Let me put it on full screen so you can see the lovely Kayla McEnany. Here we go. Here's the question and answer, and here it goes.
Kaylee, in a previous life, before you were press secretary, you worked for the campaign, and you made a comment, I believe, on Fox, in which you said President Trump will not allow the coronavirus to come to this country. Given what has happened since then, obviously, would you like to take that back?
Well, first, let me note, I was asked a question on Fox Business about the president's travel restrictions. I noted what was the intent behind those travel restrictions, which is we will not see the coronavirus come here. We will not see terrorism come here, referring to an earlier set of travel restrictions. I guess I would turn the question back on the media and ask similar questions. Does Fox want to take back that they proclaim that the coronavirus would not be a deadly pandemic? Does the Washington Post want to take back that they told Americans to get a grip, the flu is bigger than the coronavirus? Does the Washington Post likewise want to take back that our brains are causing us to exaggerate the threat of the coronavirus?
Damn!
The New York Times want to take back that fear of the virus may be spreading faster than the virus itself. Does NPR want to take back that the flu was a much bigger threat than the coronavirus? And finally, once again, the Washington Post, would they like to take back that the government should not respond aggressively to the coronavirus? I'll leave you with those questions, and maybe you'll have some answers in a few days.
And the press all died at once. Anyway, yeah, if they really want to go out and talk about who said what over the last 4 months regarding this situation, there are plenty of people who said things that were incorrect, including the president, of course, based on what they knew at the time, including Bill de Blasio, including Andrew Cuomo, including all the anchors on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, NBC, ABC, the New York Times, the Washington Post. Everyone said shit now or then that clearly they would not say now. So does it really matter? You know, is that just a question that's designed to try and make her look bad for something she said in the past? Yes. So anyway, someone named Randy Olson asked me, because I saw that, and they asked, or after, under that tweet, they said, where are these articles that she cited? And I just happened to tell her, she told you those were the headlines. Now, some moron replies to me, the headlines were abridged by her. She purposely shortened the names of the articles to not completely divulge their true intentions. For instance, Get a Grip America article actually says for now, but she left that out. What? Anyway, FTG to that reporter who asked that stupid question, because they like to ask stupid questions. All right. You know, it'll be interesting. Cynical Lindsay likes the new press secretary. You know what? That's one of those jobs where you have to be quick on your feet. You have to be prepared. And she knew she was going to get that question. So obviously she had that prepared. Chi-Town J, they are going to go after her hard now. In fact, I'm just going to look at some of the replies to this, just this one tweet, which I wasn't on my plan, but I have no plan today. I have some articles that are random. Let's see, someone here. Hey, Kaylee, will POTUS take back all the bullshit he started shoveling in January and continues to shovel right up to date? Again, in January. Do you want to... Oh, my God. Let me dig out some quotes by the person everyone trusts, Dr. Fauci. Remember, on March 6th, this one sticks in my head pretty good. I don't even have to look it up. On March 6th, Dr. Fauci was still saying that Americans will not need to make any major changes in their lives for the most part. On March 9th, 7 days before the WHO called it a pandemic and we decided to have the new guidelines from the CDC, Dr. Fauci was telling people, he was asked, if people want to go on a cruise, do you think they should still go on a cruise? Dr. Fauci's answer was, well, if you're healthy, you probably can still go on that cruise. If you're older, if you're elderly like me, or if you have any health issues, you probably avoid the cruise, but a healthy person should still be able to go on a cruise. I guarantee you that he's not given anyone that advice over the last 6 weeks. Let's see, May 7th, 6 weeks. Oh, well, I say 6 weeks. I'm pretty close to that, because 6 weeks ago would have been mid-March, late March, right? So on March 9th, he said that, which is roughly 7 weeks ago or 8 weeks ago. So, look, there's lots of things people said based on what they knew at the time. Nancy Pelosi was running around Chinatown in San Francisco saying, it's safe, come on out, we're safe, la 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 la. Bill de Blasio was telling people, hey, let's go see this play and go do this and ride the subways. They just started sanitizing subways in New York on a daily basis yesterday. Those subways have been running. And in fact, something else they did that was kind of dumb. Okay, so you want people in New York City to practice social distancing, right? You want people in New York to practice social distancing, right? But they limited, they eased up on the number of subways that were running, rather than expanding the number of subways that were running. Let's see, if you have 1 million people trying to get on the subways and you take away some of the lines, some of the number of subways that are running, sub trains that are running, now 1 million people are going to have to fit in less cars. No, they should have put out, if they wanted them to be able to practice social distancing on the subway, they should have put out more cars running. They should have more routes running. But no, but I'm sure that's a decision they look at now and go, holy shit, what were we thinking? Here, there's so many things. There are so many things that were said that we just didn't know better at the time. What? Lysol kills coronavirus, so people are stocking up or planning to sell it on eBay, I guess. What, is there a shortage of Lysol? Anyway, by the way, just a reminder, this show is brought to you by you, the viewers of the Morning Night Live. Please support this show with your donations and have your super chats read live on the show. Click the link there in the chat. Also, please share the stream out. And if you like what we do, punch that like button like... I'm not going to say it. Finger that like button like Joe Biden. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that out loud. Anyway, let's get into a couple articles here. Apparently some reporters were a little bit perturbed at one of the nurses who was at one of the White House events, and apparently she's fighting back. Nurse fires back at White House reporter who shamed her for not wearing a mask. A nurse pushed back when a reporter asked President Donald Trump Wednesday why she and several other nurses gathered at the Oval Office during a press conference were not wearing masks for social distancing. We're all COVID-free. We're all tested, said the nurse, identified by ABC News as American Association of Nurse Practitioners President Sophia Turner. The reporter had asked the president why the nurses who flanked him during the meeting were not keeping their distance. We are not socially distancing because we are all negative, and we wouldn't do anything to harm our president, obviously, the nurse said, before adding that she works at a center in Louisiana and frequently gets tested. The nurses were at the briefing to talk about the country's supply of personal protective equipment, PPE, like masks. The nurses said they have ample access to PPEs even after the Department of Homeland Security stated May 3rd that the Chinese government lied to the World Health Organization about the significance of the pandemic to hoard personal protective equipment, among other medical supplies. May 3rd, the Chinese government lied to the World Health. Okay. Yeah, that was part of it. Part of the reason there is that huge shortage of PPE around the world is because China was quietly hoarding it all. Not only the stuff they produced themselves, but they were buying it from manufacturers all over the world. And people didn't, manufacturers don't speak to each other, so they don't know that. And it's funny, so because I was talking to somebody, it was a nurse or somebody who does ordering for a hospital. And they were saying, there was this time when all of a sudden we were having a really hard time buying this stuff. And like a lot of places, a lot of suppliers were out. So we were having to, call several other places just to get our normal stock. And they're like, that's when all this started happening. And what was happening is that China was just buying it from all over the world. So they were hoarding it. And then they send out shit that they fucking make that doesn't even work. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm channeling my inner monkey. What's that mean? Hello. By the way, good morning, E. Michael, John Connor, and Advocatus Diaboli, the devil's advocate, because there's no long saying you must. We can't find cleaning supplies in our neck of the woods, and rubbing alcohol is hard to find here too. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Okay. That's not something I've seen a problem with, at least here. Of course, I live in a major metropolis. I don't know where you live, Lindsay, but there's still I still haven't figured out why there's still a toilet paper shortage. Excuse me. Walmart, or not Walmart, Sam's Club has plenty of paper towels now. It was paper towels and toilet paper you couldn't find. Now they have plenty of paper towels, but you still have a hard time. If you see toilet paper, you should buy one package while you're out. But I haven't seen a problem with cleaning supplies. What I have seen though is I buy these cold tablets, coldies, and there's a lot of those gone. There's a lot of vitamin C with zinc added. There's a lot of, that whole section was gone. I was like, what is, okay, I went by because I went to go get some cough syrup, and there's a whole section in the pharmacy area that was just completely gone, like empty. Like there's this whole side's full and this and vitamins here, and then boom, empty section. So I'm like, what are people hoarding here? And so I started reading the little labels, and that's what it is. Finding rubbing alcohol is possible here. Yeah, what isopropyl alcohol apparently kills the virus immediately, and bleach does a pretty good job, but isopropyl alcohol, also known as rubbing alcohol, does kill it immediately. Vodka works fine. Yeah, vodka's pretty good. Oh wait, you meant okay, I know what you meant there. Anyway, so this continuing, some officials have been critical of people who did not wear face masks. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said at a May 4th press conference that the local officials should impose a penalty for disrespectful people not wearing masks. And by the way, you don't wear a mask for yourself, an unmasked Cuomo said during the conference. You wear a mask to protect me. I wear a mask to protect you. We owe each other a certain amount of reasonableness and respect in society, and I owe you that level of respect. If I'm sick, I should wear a mask. Well, I wear a mask when I'm around my mother-in-law, who's in her, and just turned 80. I wear a mask around elderly people. It's funny, I don't wear a mask at work, because I'm not near anybody, and I'm whatever. Bleach to be the ultimate cleaner and disinfectant. Well, it is, but apparently isopropyl alcohol works better. That was a question Lindsay asked. Really, I thought bleach was supposed to be the ultimate cleaner and disinfectant. isopropyl alcohol apparently kills this particular virus instantly. I don't know why that is the difference. I mean, bleach works too. I'm not saying that bleach doesn't work, but I've just been reading a little bit, and that's what I heard. So anyway, moving on. FTG to the reporter asked her that stupid question. A political reporter apparently has some issues after the conservative media citing the New York Times letter from the Politico founder. Politico's Tim Alberta had an embarrassing temper tantrum after the New York Times published a letter from a founder of Politico that said Biden winning was more important than justice for an alleged rape victim. You notice on this this Tara Reid story, all of a sudden there's all types of people out there saying, well, I believe Tara Reid, but you know what? I'm still voting for Biden because he's better than Trump. Holy shit, has the Me Too movement gotten run over by a bus on this? Anyway, on Tuesday, the New York Times published a letter to the editor from Martin Tolchin, identifying him as a former member of the Times Washington Bureau and a founder of Politico. The letter took issue with a Times editorial that said media should stop digging into sexual assault allegations against Joe Biden from former employee Tara Reid. Instead, the Times argued some papers of Biden should be investigated by an unbiased, apolitical panel put together by the DNC. That's hilarious. Anyway, the editorial said calling for this friendly look was akin to its demand that Brett Kavanaugh face a thorough FBI investigation into unsubstantiated sexual assault claims. The editorial was beyond parody. Tolchin wrote that he totally disagreed with the editorial, which was a good start, but it turned out he disagreed with the editorial not because it was a laughable attempt to exonerate Biden without investigation, but because it was too harsh on Biden.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
The editorial was, I don't want an investigation. I want a coronation of Joe Biden, he wrote, adding, I don't want justice, whatever that may be. I want to win the removal of Donald Trump from office, and Mr. Biden is our best chance. Oh, I feel bad for you, dude. Because an investigation into Biden might reveal damaging information concerning his relationship with Tara Reid or something else, liberals can't risk the possibility of hurting Biden's chances. Holy shit. Good morning, Lord Fabin. You've been here once before, I think. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. It was a fascinating response from a fascinating person because Tolchin spent 40 years at the Times before helping launch both The Hill and Politico. Many key observers highlighted the note. See, for example, Politico founder, I want a coronation of Joe Biden, not an investigation of rape allegations. That would be an article in The Federalist. Anyway, and that's when things got weird. Certainly it was embarrassing for Politico that Tolchin was saying the quiet part as loudly as he did. Obviously, the entire media approach to the Tara Reid allegations has been to downplay them, and do everything in their power to help Biden get past the problems by them. But the media are never supposed to acknowledge what they're actually doing. Come on, man. You know the deal. When I called out CNN for writing 705 stories about Christine Blasey Ford and literally 0 about Reid, the response was to get a few pieces up that acknowledged her existence. So yeah, people were noting that, and so they had to put out a couple articles. Everyone who had not lost their short-term memory knows that all the media were all hands on deck to destroy Brett Kavanaugh's life and reputation. And everyone knows that the media had to be dragged kicking and screaming to even pretend to cover the more substantiated Reid allegations. Unlike Blasey Ford, after all, Reid had evidence she met Biden. And unlike Blasey Ford, Reid had evidence that she told people about the alleged assault at the time she claimed it happened. That's not to say that Biden should be not denied due process, but that the media has no argument for downplaying the Reid allegations after hyping the Blasey Ford claim. What might have been expected would be for Politico to come out with a strong statement in defense of journalism over partisan activism. What might have been expected would be for all real journalists to condemn Torchin's statement, even if just to pretend they disagree with it. What Politico did instead was to attack people who noticed the letter to the editor. Really? Here's someone named Brad Dayspring with a... Is that Villanova with a Villanova avatar? Marty Torchin is not the founder of Politico, and it's false to describe him that way. He was a co-founder of The Hill and a consultant who helped in the founding of a Capitol Leader. He was not part of an active management when Politico was launched. Really? Is that the most important part of the story that you're mad about? It's an utterly bizarre claim. For one thing, Dayspring should be addressing the Times, which explicitly he was replying to Molly Hemingway here. For one thing, Dayspring should be addressing the Times, which explicitly characterized Torchin as, quote, a founder of Politico, end quote, not people who read the Times. Here's what the Times published. There's the headline there. Martin Torchin, Alexandria Vineyard, the writer is a former member of the Times Washington Bureau and a founder of Politico. For another, Torchin has been described as a founder of Politico for years on the jackets of his books, quite recently in the Washington Post and on the pixelated pages of Politico itself. When Torchin's wife died in 2016, the Washington Post claimed he was a founder of Politico. There's the top headline there. Let's see. I'm going to skip this part. Hang on here. So this is all the people, how many times he's been named a founder of Politico. But again, here we go. To be clear, when it comes to launching businesses, the term founder carries with it a certain weight and cachet. It can open doors for new businesses that might not be available for someone who happens to be one of the first hires, but clearly conservatives did not invent the idea of Martin Torchin being the founder of Politico. They got that idea explicitly from the New York Times and the Washington Post and found support for it in the pages of Politico itself. Torchin himself has been claiming this for years and not without reason. All evidence points to Torchin being a founder of Politico. That might explain why Politico approvingly quoted the Washington Post article that referred to him as a founder, and there's no evidence in the publications or institutions that named him as a founder that anyone ever has a problem with it until his remarks on Biden embarrassed the publication. Dayspring handles public relations for Politico and was doing his job. That their launcher made them look bad was a public relations problem, and he had to clear it up. He's doing his best, but less defensible is the tantrum thrown by Tim Alberta, formerly of National Review, and now writing puff pieces on Democratic politicians. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he wrote this article. The praise of Governor what's her name? Whitmer? I almost called her Whitler. Despite his history at Politico, writing pieces such as this, the Democratic National Committee tried to remove him from moderating a debate because of his previous work for National Review was disqualifying. Thank you, Craven Moorhead. Thank you, Craven Moorhead, who states with the super chat, Craven Moorhead says, wipe your ass, wash your hands. This message is brought to you by Tissue Plus. For all your toilet paper home delivery needs, visit tissueplus.com. Yes, there is actually a tissueplus.com? Did we look at this up once before? Here, let's look it up. Tissue Plus. Yes, we did look this up before. It is real. tissueplus.com. Toilet paper. Premium toilet paper every month. Made in the USA. Premium products. Shipped fast. Okay. Oh, wait. Save 10%. Use the Save 10 code. There you go. Thank you, Craven Moorhead, for the tip on Tissues Plus. Okay, so anyway, Alberta melted down at people who accurately quoted the New York Times. Love to see the Daily Caller's Federalist and Benny Johnson's The World seize upon Tolton's asinine commentary to make a point about journalistic ethics without so much as taking a call to confirm that he is, in fact, the founder of Politico. He is not. Oh, and he did it again. I'm not angry, just amused by lectures on journalism ethics from non-journalists with no ethics. Helped launch isn't the same as founder. What? Not even close. The clickbait headline was factually wrong. If your defense is, we took the gray lady's word for it, that's odd, but okay. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's take a poll here, chat. If someone, let's see, if someone helps launch a publication, well, I suppose, you could be a consultant who's helping launch a publication, but I don't know. If the Times calls it you're a founder and you call yourself a founder and Politico has former shit that says you are a founder, I think you're a founder! Good God. Anyway, enough of that shit. Let's move on. Remember I was talking the other day about how, there's other people needing to be hospitalized for other different things that aren't being hospitalized now because they're saving space for all the corona beds. Well, I thought this was an interesting article by Stephen Green. Counters could have hired him because they had problems and they were too stupid to do it themselves. Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. He could have been a consultant, but okay, so wait a minute. I should go back to that article. Where is that article? I don't know. So are these people at Politico telling us that we should not believe the New York Times or the Washington Post? We should fact check the New York Times or the Washington Post on every story? Hey, that's really not a bad idea, is it? Okay. Thank you again, Craven Moorhead. That's a very fascinating name, Craven Moorhead. Are you related to Willie Fisteras? Willie Fisteras. That's a really weird last name. Anyway, cancer treatments on hold, the invisible health cost of the shutdown. Dr. Scott Gottlieb, former commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration and a resident at the American Enterprise Institute, warns that the broad public health impacts of people too scared to see their doctors, even for cancer treatments. During the Wuhan virus shutdown, Gottlieb tweeted that data from community cancer practices show sharp drops in oncology visits, including a steep 17% decline for chemotherapy in Northeast. He also reports that cancellations and no-shows have doubled, which means people in need of elective cancer screenings aren't getting them. Telemedicine visits are up, but not nearly enough to make up the difference. New cancer patients' visits are down by more than a third. Not to put too fine a point on it, but this is big. A big steaming bowl of not good. In a report for the Cancer Letter, Matthew Bin Hong Ong spoke with Dr. Bobby Green, no relation, Chief Medical Officer at Flatiron Health. Dr. Green said, we've seen a drop-off in new patient visits. We've seen a drop-off in chemotherapy visits. We've seen a drop-off in follow-up appointments. We've seen an increase in cancellations. This puts many practices at risk. Not to mention the risk to potential cancer patients who aren't getting screened and current cancer patients who are skipping chemo treatments out of fear of the Wuhan virus. As Dr. Green noted, it isn't just cancer patients. And this is a quote. You read that people aren't showing up at hospitals for strokes. People aren't even showing up for appendicitis, which is just mind-boggling to me. The incident of appendectomies at hospitals has gone down. What's happening to all those people suffering from appendicitis? Some are probably having their bursting and dying and then getting classified as a coronavirus death. When are we going to start seeing the people who developed a cough that might have been a sign of lung cancer or had a mass that was a lymphoma, who normally would have gone to see their doctor but have delayed it? CBS's Ricky Kleiman tweeted to Gottlieb that in New York City, people are afraid of going anywhere near a hospital or medical center right now, even if their appointments were not already canceled by the doctor's office. The whole point of flattening the curve was to prevent the infection rate from overwhelming the medical system's ability to treat sick people, whether they were infected with the Wuhan virus, had a broken arm, required chemotherapy, etc. We were very fortunate that we did indeed flatten the curve. Although things were dicey in New York for a short while, the medical system never became overwhelmed. The thing to remember is, absent a vaccine that might never come, the Wuhan virus is here to stay. Many more will get infected, and yes, some, almost all with pre-existing conditions, will die. That's the nature of a pandemic, but we've done the hard work of preventing the worst case scenario, where overwhelmed hospitals stack up bodies like cordwood while turning away cancer patients, those in need of emergency medicine, etc. But we put such a scare into people that the Wuhan virus is causing some people to miss out on cancer treatments, emergency medicine, etc., as though we never did flatten the curve. Having definitely avoided the frying pan, we frightened sick people into jumping directly into the fire. This is insanity, and it has to stop. Fear causes people to make stupid choices. Yeah, it's there's another stat too that as they're looking through I don't know if it was a coroner reports in New York City, for example, where they had the worst wave of this people dying from coronavirus. The number of people dying has been is lower than average. And gosh, what am I trying to say here? I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're gonna move on. I had a brain fart there. Sorry. Joe Biden has spoken out about sexual assault and protections for those accused of campus sexual assault. He's promising to reverse due process protections for those accused of campus sexual assault. Oh my goodness. Former Vice President Joe Biden vowed Wednesday to reverse Secretary of Education's Betsy DeVos's Title IX protection for those accused of sexual assault on college campus. Now, first of all, that's not it's not really necessarily a Title IX protection for those accused of sexual assault. Well, I guess it is sort of, but what he's saying is he just doesn't think they should have due process like normal people would in any situation where they're accused of something. Biden, who faces sexual assault allegations by his former Senate staffer, Tara Reid, said in a Wednesday statement that he will revise DeVos's rule that seeks to ensure that those who've been accused of campus sexual assault receive due process, according to The Hill. It's wrong, the presumptive presidential nominee said, adding that the rule is a Trump administration effort to shame and silence sexual assault victims. Holy shite. Batman. And it will be put to a quick end in January 2021 because as president, I'll be right where I've always been throughout my career, on the side of survivors who deserve to have their voices heard, their claims taken seriously and investigated, and their rights upheld, Biden added. The former vice president said the rules lets colleges off the hook for protecting students. No, it doesn't. All it says is that the people accused, like in any other facet of life, gets due process. Holy shit. He said that it lets colleges off the hook for protecting students. protecting students. Do you realize the person who is accused is also usually a student? God, by allowing colleges to investigate in a way that dissuades survivors from coming forward. He continues, survivors deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, and when they step forward, they should be heard, not silenced. He added, today, Betsy DeVos and Donald Trump published a rule that flies in the face of that belief and guarantees that college campuses will be less safe to our nation's young people. Holy shit. FTG for Joe Biden, please. FTG. Sorry, you get one today, Joe. I think Joe's probably a nice man as far as as far as being a grandpa or something like that. But God, let's not let him get into the White House. Reid has accused Biden. Reid has accused Biden of kissing her, touching her, and penetrating with his fingers without her consent. The rule seeks to provide due process. Okay, so this rule that they made seeks to provide due process to those accused of sexual assault by narrowing the definition of sexual harassment, requiring schools to produce evidence, and allowing the cross-examination of students alleging sexual assault, according to The Hill. Too many students have lost access to their education because their school inadequately responded when a student filed a complaint of sexual assault, harassment, or sexual assault, DeVos said in a statement, according to the FBI. This new regulation requires schools to act in meaningful ways to support survivors of sexual misconduct without sacrificing important safeguards to ensure a fair and transparent process. She added, we can and must continue to fight sexual misconduct in our nation's schools, and this rule makes certain that fight continues. All right, so the Trump campaign spokesman accused Biden of holding students to a higher standard than he holds himself. Kind of. Oh, this is a great statement, though. Biden should cut the malarkey and provide an honest answer to Americans. Why shouldn't he be held to the same standard he spent years imposing on everyone else? Trump campaign spokesman Andrew Clark said, The Hill reports. Neither Biden nor DeVos immediately responded to a request from the Daily Calder National Foundation. So, it's probably not a subject that the president wants to talk to a lot about, although until Biden did that interview on MSNBC with Leaker, Trump had been asked more questions about it than Biden. And there were opportunities, although Biden hasn't done a ton of interviews. All right, here's a question that I have, and I'm just curious, and I know there's probably not a people who, I'm going to guess that not a lot of people here support Joe Biden for president, but I have a serious question, a serious question, and it's for you in the chat. Now, how many people, let's see, let me figure out how many people do I have here today. I have 34 people in the chat, and I would think, I'd be like 5 to 10%. But anyway, if you're in the chat and you have actively gone over, because you people watch YouTube, let me ask you, how many of you in the chat, if you've actively gone to Joe Biden's YouTube channel for anything, to watch one video or several? I have. I can raise my hand, but if you've gone to the Joe Biden for President YouTube channel, put a 1 in the chat. And if you haven't, you can put anything else you want in the chat. That's a number. But if you've been to the Joe Biden for Joe Biden YouTube channel, I'm curious, because the Joe Biden YouTube channel, this is a man running for president of the United States who supposedly has more support in the Democratic Party than others, because apparently he's going to be the nominee. The Joe Biden YouTube channel, well, let me check this. It was at 47,000 something. I was like, are you kidding me? 47,000? Let me look this up. Let's see. Joe Biden. Let's go to the Joe Biden YouTube channel. Nope. Nobody so far. Here, Joe Biden YouTube channel. This is the presumptive Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States. Has 49,500 subscribers. Now, I know YouTube isn't probably the most, I don't know, the most typical place people would go for a presidential candidate. However, in these trying times where people are shut in their damn homes or scared to leave the home, spend a lot more time at home and spend a lot of time online and doing other things, whatever. Would you think that the Joe Biden YouTube channel would have more than 49,000 subscribers in a country of 328 million people? Now think about this. I know that it's tough because they can't go out and campaign. But the president of the United States obviously has a bully pulpit. He's going out there talking about coronavirus every day. People see him and people like him or don't like him, whatever. It doesn't really matter if they like him or don't like him. I don't care. But the other candidate who's not campaigning and is not doing a lot of interviews, except you did that one with Leaker that really turned out to be a disaster. By the way, if you're wondering who Leaker is Micah, whatever, however she said, Mika Brzezinski from the Morning Joe show. Their nicknames in some circles are Beaker and Leaker because, well, never mind. The Joe Biden YouTube channel has 49,000 subscribers. Now, I haven't done the campaign yet. I was going to start a campaign where I was going to say, hey, let's see if we can get some certain YouTube channels to get more subscribers than Joe Biden. Mine being one of them. Which would be a trick, but that would be funny. I would think that would be hilarious if I could get more subscribers than Joe Biden. But think of how many YouTube channels out there do have more subscribers than Joe Biden. I mean, thousands and thousands and thousands of them. And this guy's running for president of the United States. Now, this is the place, too, where Joe Biden holds his little town halls. I mean, look, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it on the screen here. So here's the Joe Biden YouTube channel, okay? And this is where he had his interview with Hillary Clinton, the impact of COVID-19 on women. See right over here on the right there? That was his one with Hillary Clinton. It was 55 minutes, 81,000 views. This is the man running for president of the United States. 260,000 words, Joe Biden for president. Let's watch a couple of these. I know this is torture. This is torture. But these are ones that are scripted too. But we'll look at a couple of short ones. Let's see what's on the Joe Biden YouTube channel. Shall we? Here, I'll make it a little more large. Here, let's go with 260,000 words. Oh, so he's bashing Trump for 260,000 words of self-praise. So this is a Joe Biden video.
Day after day, hour after hour, 260,000 words praising himself.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your response to this crisis?
I'd rate it a 10. I think we've done a great job.
Complaining.
We've gotten very little credit for the great job we've done.
Attacking the press.
I say that you're a terrible reporter.
Yeah, he was.
I think it's a very nasty question.
Dangerous and delusional ideas.
But supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way.
Now that's interesting because dangerous and delusional ideas, something that is actually being tested, but it's dangerous and delusional.
Then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute.
But almost no mention of the more than 60,000 lives lost to the coronavirus.
Well, that's not true.
60,000 lives, more than the Vietnam War.
Okay, again, comparing coronavirus to war. Wait, why the fuck is Undoom doing a... Wait a minute, is that Undoom's voice?
To the coronavirus, 60,000 lives, more than the Vietnam War. 260,000 words.
Holy shit, it does sound like Undoom.
Anything else. Mr. President, it isn't about you. It's about us.
You know, he does do
I think it's
voiceovers.
a very nasty
I don't know.
in some
Wait.
other way. In a minute.
But almost no mention of the more than 60,000 lives lost to the coronavirus. 60,000 lives, more than the Vietnam War.
Holy shit! That does sound like Undoomed. Hold on a second. We're gonna. Okay. Okay, hang on a second here. Now I'm curious. It sounds like Undoomed. Okay, hang on. Where's that at? Here's Joe Biden. And I don't. Undoomed doesn't follow me on Twitter, so I'm gonna do this in a roundabout way. Well, let me check here. I don't know. I don't think he follows me. Maybe he does now. Let me see if I can do this. We're gonna send a message. Undoomed. Let's see. Oh no, here. That's not it. Here, let's go. New message. Undoomed. Nope, he doesn't follow me. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna miss Undoomed. All right, I'm gonna send this to her because she does follow me on Twitter. All right, we're gonna send this, and here we go. This. I'm saying, hey, to Miss Undoomed. Hey, this announcer sounds like ... and I'm just put the. All right, moving on. Does that not sound like Undoomed though? Holy shit! Listen to this again.
260,000 words, more about himself than anything else. Mr. President, it isn't about you. It's about us.
I mean, you know what? Hey, now here's the thing. People gotta eat. But I gotta wonder. Next time I see him, Undoomed is secretly Vic Magona. I don't know who Vic Magona is. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's on the Biden YouTube channel. Let's see here. Let's see what else is on the Biden YouTube channel. Here's Joe Biden's social distancing. How to social distance, featuring Joe Biden. How to social distance. Let's check this out. Let's see how this.
Do you have any threes?
No, I don't. Do you have any nines?
Yeah. I always start with dessert.
Is the name Maurice funnier than Martin?
I like Maurice.
1 R. Yeah, don't try too hard.
Working on a speech that I'm gonna need you to deliver.
Wait, whoa, wait.
Loquacious.
What did he say? Listen to Joe Biden's. Listen to Joe Biden. Listen to Joe Biden here. I'm working on a speech that I need you to listen to what the word he says is.
Yeah, don't try too hard.
Working on a speech that I'm gonna need you to deliver.
Joe Biden can't talk anymore. Did you hear that?
Working on a speech that I'm gonna need you to deliver.
To deliver. I think he's having a stroke.
Speech that I'm gonna need you to deliver.
I'm gonna need him to deliver. What?
Working on a speech that I'm gonna need you to deliver.
Wow. This is something. This is taped. Now look, I know that I have my own speech impediment issues sometimes, or maybe it's just brain not working issues or not remembering shit issues. But what the hell? What the hell did he just say?
That I'm gonna need you to deliver. Working on a speech that I'm gonna need you to deliver.
I'm gonna need him to deliver. They could have just retaped that. This is not live. There's no way this is live. Holy shit.
He's trying to find a place for the word loquacious. 41 down.
Wow.
Comedy duo Key and Blank. How many E's in Peel?
3. 3 E's in Peel. 3.
This is 13.
Okay,
Come
so
on, Keegan, you can do 20. Keegan, I do everything 46 these days.
That's 20.
Do 30, Keegan. 30. 10 more.
Oh my God, this is so
30.
bad. This is
Pretty good, man.
Well, okay. Perhaps, just perhaps, we know why Joe Biden's YouTube channel only has 49,000 subscribers.
Pretty good.
You
I'm
gotta
still
be
working
kidding
on
me.
my sunglasses.
But Joe, I got to get going.
Where are you going? You're quarantined. You can't go anywhere. We're in quarantine.
You're right. You're right.
You know what? I bet that was real. I would have been like, Joe, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up dog poop in the yard because I don't know if I want to talk to you anymore. Holy shit. Okay, this is the... Should we just keep doing this? Anybody want to... Wait, Trump is going to have a field day with the anti-Biden ads. Hope this ad brings up Biden wanting to roll back DeVos' Title IX guidelines while claiming he's deserving due process from allegations. Oh, I'm telling you. So anyway, yeah, here it is. Joe's campaign code. Oh. Okay, let me find another short one here. Let's see if he still has just... Let's see. Joe's... One America, Biden for president. Because I know he can be coherent sometimes. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this
At
is...
our campaign kickoff in Philadelphia, I spoke about the first words of the United States Constitution. We, the people.
Yeah, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men and women are endowed by the... Well, you know the deal. That one? Is that the one?
Not you, not me.
Because there is video of him telling that speech, using that same line 20 years ago where he says it just perfectly, and then suddenly he can't. He's trying to do it now and he can't. I mean, he can't. Doesn't deliver. It's a speech that doesn't go to deliver. Whatever the hell he said there. Holy shit.
Not we, the Democrats.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to watch this. These are just campaign ads. But yeah, you know the thing. You know the thing. Oh my God. Okay, can we stop? We have to stop. I'm sorry I put you through that. Let's I would do one more article for sure. I got some time here. We'll check Twitter trends. There's a couple things in Twitter trends that I really wanted to mention today. Wow, Joe Biden, baby. Arctic ozone hole closes. Oh, that's interesting. You know, we're always talking about disasters. All the disasters that I've been through in my life. Or at least the supposed disasters. Global cooling, the ozone hole destroying the world. And that was a big thing in the 80s, talking about the ozone layer. The population bomb. Someone wrote about a book called The Population Bomb. We had to read that in one of my college classes. I was in my, as a speech communication major, one of the classes I took. And now that I look back on it, I see exactly what this class was. But it was literally this, one of my speech classes. The professor assigned us like 7 books. And all of them were just left-wing, green thing propaganda. This guy must have been like a Green Party or something, because now that I look back on it, one of them was we had to read The Population Bomb. And you know, The Population Bomb is a book, I think it was written in 1968, that warned that the world would not be able to sustain a population and feed a population, and that was continually exponentially growing, which, you know, at some point there is probably a breaking point. But they were saying that by 1990 that there would be mass famine throughout the world because we wouldn't be able to feed all these people, and not accounting for technology, farming techniques, different things that we do to feed the world. But you know, so anyway, but all these different diseases we were supposed to be dying from, and honestly, we've made it to 2020 without New York City and Miami being underwater, which they were supposed to be. If you would listen to Al Gore in whatever it was, or 2006, when he put out the Inconvenient Truth. I mean, there's so many predictions of doom and gloom that just haven't happened during my lifetime. Well, here is one of them. that I remember distinctly being the big scare. The uncertainty of science, the largest ozone hole ever detected over the North Pole, has now closed. After looming above the Arctic for nearly a month, the single largest ozone hole ever detected over the North Pole has finally closed. Researchers from the European Union's Copernicus Atmosphere Monitoring Service reported the unprecedented 2020 Northern Hemisphere ozone hole has come to an end. CAM researchers tweeted it April 23rd. The hole in the ozone layer, a portion of the Earth's atmosphere that shields the planet from ultraviolet radiation. I know OneDrive isn't signed in. Close that shit. First opened over the Arctic in late March when unusual wind conditions trapped frigid air over the North Pole for several weeks in a row. Those winds, now known as a polar vortex, created a circular cage of cold air that led to the formation of high-altitude clouds in the region. The clouds, mixed with man-made pollutants like chlorine and bromine, eating away at the surrounding ozone gas until a massive hole roughly 3 times the size of Greenland opened in the atmosphere, according to a statement from European Space Agency, emphasis mine. Anyway, note that the North Pole hole occurred because of unusually frigid and cold conditions, something I thought we never were going to see again because of global warming. I hadn't read that part. I only read the beginning of this so far. The last paragraph of the article at the link reveals a lot of ignorance by its writer, Brandon Spector, where he discusses the South Pole ozone hole. First, he says it has existed for roughly 4 decades. Wrong. The South Pole ozone hole was first detected in the 1950s and has likely existed every winter for eons. Next, he wonders if it's starting to close. It's wrong. The ozone hole opens every winter and closes every summer, like clockwork. When winter arrives at the South Pole, it is in the darkness. Oxygen molecules that are no longer being ionized by sunlight, and thus there is a drop in the production of ozone, producing the hole. When the sunlight begins hitting the upper atmosphere in the spring, it starts ionizing oxygen molecules again to produce ozone, and the hole goes away. Now, this is such a big deal, though, in the 80s and 90s, that we were all going to die, especially in the late 90s. If they got rid of all the chlorofluorocarbons and Freon. They changed the formula for Freon, and granted, they may have caused some of that, but then scientists, at least in the United States, now this didn't happen all over the world. The rest of the world was still using that shit, and they were trying to get everyone to stop using it, and then miraculously, without actually putting a dent in use of those products, that one ozone hole they were talking about started closing, and they had no idea why. So now they're learning more about the ozone holes. So like the North Pole and South Pole ones open and close regularly. And they used to blame the ozone hole on PFCs or something like that. Yep, in the 80s. Oh yeah. Yeah, it really is. Oh, damn, Zombie Teddy. Shots fired. By the way, hello. It's sad. Joe Biden's content is still better than Irate Alex's diss track. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. The last paragraph here, though, is precious to me. I predict very confidently that come 2050, climate scientists will discover unexpectedly that the South Pole ozone hole has not closed or healed, but continues to reappear each winter, and they will have by then discovered that, depending on circumstances, a North Pole ozone hole also appears during some colder winters, which, despite their repeatedly failed predictions of global warming, will likely to continue to happen. Yeah, so more proof of global warming. Excuse me, I'm sorry, the cough syrup's not working. More proof of global warming. Okay, the last one I picked out 2 more, but I'm only going to do one of them. Oh, well, first of all, actually, I am going to do these articles, and we may just skip Twitter trends if I have to, because Bette Midler's. This is a little bit of an entertainment news, but it's interesting, and so I'm going to go with it. Bette Midler, who's another one of those TDS people, Bette Midler says, powerful interests have infused a very large part of the American culture with the belief that freedom is literally more important than life. Oh my gosh, I've never heard that before. That freedom is literally more important than life? Huh. American culture. Freedom. More important. Does that sound familiar to any of you? Freedom being more important than life? What's that saying? Give me liberty or give me death. Singer Bette Midler sent out a series of tweets over the past day talking about the behavior of some Americans during the COVID-19 pandemic. There are very powerful interests who demand freedom in order to do as they like with the environment, society, and economy, she said in a tweet on Tuesday evening. They've infused a very large part of American culture with the belief that freedom is literally more important than life. My freedom to own assault weapons trumps your right not to get shot at school, she said in another tweet. Now my freedom to go to the barber, I need a haircut, read one banner at this week's St. Paul, Minnesota protest, trumps your need to avoid infection, she said. Usually when this... Well, no, it doesn't. No. That's the stupid right there. Okay? Someone saying I need a haircut would only get a haircut from a barber who's willing to open. If you are worried about avoiding an infection, don't open your barbershop, motherfucker. Don't open your shop. There's other barbers that will open theirs. You can close down for good. Usually when this kind of outlandish idiocy is displaying itself, there is the comforting thought that if things were really serious, it would all stop, Midler said in yet another tweet. People would sober up. Instead, a large part of the U.S. has hit the bottle even harder, and the president, his party, and their media allies keep supplying the drinks, Midler said in another tweet. There has been no moment of truth, no shock realization that the antics have to end. No one of any substance on the U.S. right has stepped in to say, get a grip. People are dying here. Hey, Bette Midler, get a grip. People are dying. Either way, people are dying. We're committing suicide. People are dying because they're not going to the hospital to get something checked out. They should probably be getting checked out. This stupid woman. Anyway, people are dying here. You're an idiot. And finally, apparently people are pissed off that the singer Adele is looking like a fitness model lately. No, complimenting Adele's weight loss is not fat shaming. On her 32nd birthday, Grammy-winning artist Adele posted a picture on Instagram thanking first responders and essential workers for their service during the coronavirus pandemic. Thank you for the birthday love. I hope you are all staying safe and sane during this crazy time. I'd like to thank all of our first responders and essential workers who are keeping us safe while risking their lives. You are truly our angels, Adele wrote. Also featured in Adele's birthday post, her smoking new bod. Yeah, she looks like she's been working out. Good for her. According to some woke speech police, media and individuals alike who congratulated Adele for her hard work and dedication to a newfound body and lifestyle changes, a form of fat shaming. LGBT and fat activists alike stormed Twitter with a vengeance. They decried the alleged injustice of society for giving Adele a simple compliment. Charlotte Clymer, oh my God. An LGBTQ activist said she is angry society would applaud Adele for losing weight while also telling women they are perfect in their bodies. I love Adele and I'm thrilled she's living a life on her own terms. She looks happy. I don't love how society tells young people, particularly young women, that they're perfect in their own healthy bodies while simultaneously praising famous women for losing weight. No, because you're not perfect in your healthy body. If your body's healthy, yeah, then you're perfect in your healthy body. If you are, like my situation, I need to lose some damn weight, and when I do, I'm gonna be proud of it. And if someone compliments me, I'm gonna be like, oh, thanks, cool, yeah, I worked hard, good for Adele. Now look, she was an attractive woman when she was happy. She's an attractive woman now. I don't care about her weight, but if she's happy and she worked hard to get to this, good for her. Jeez. Lottie Lamour, a self-proclaimed fat person, an activist, conflated compliments for Adele with fat-shaming those larger than Adele. To my fellow fats who are looking at everyone telling Adele how beautiful she is now that she's skinny, you're valid, beautiful, and celebrated at the weight you are. No! You don't need an Adele moment to feel validated. You can achieve and be whatever you want to be right now. Okay. So, but if Adele's proud of what she's done, it's okay to compliment her, isn't it? Adele's birthday post started a full-scale war between intersectional activists who believe clapping for Adele's weight loss is oppressive versus those who see Adele's hard work and weight loss as something to celebrate. Truth is, if an individual is overweight, especially around the waist, they are more likely to get type 2 diabetes. Belly fat is particularly risky for type 2 diabetes. We can be inclusive in society without uplifting poor habits that lead to obesity and other health problems. Unfortunately, fat activists, which, I don't know, that just sounds like an oxymoron. Anyway, fat activists, is that an oxymoron? Often take body positivity too far, demanding that we celebrate women for their weight-related health risks. In January, trainer Julia Michael was blasted for asking why we should celebrate plus-size singer Lizzo for her body and not her music. We shouldn't. But why are we celebrating her body? Why does it matter? That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we celebrating her music? Because it isn't going to be awesome if she gets diabetes. I'm just being honest, said Michaels. There's never a moment where I'm like, I'm so glad she's overweight. Like, why do I even care? Both Adele and Lizzo are talented. Yes, they are. Empowering figures no matter how much they weigh. Celebrating one singer's weight loss does not negate or fat shame others of different size. So, yeah, good for Adele and FTG to all the people. Well, FTG to Charlotte Clymer just because she's Charlotte Clymer. And also to Lottie Amore. But fuck those gals. I don't care. All right, let's quickly go. Let's go into Twitter trends. Check the Explore tab. This is going to be short and sweet today, but we're going to do it. Oh, get all three. Disney, ESPN, and Hulu better together. Oh my gosh. Now they're making packages for streaming sites. Hey, I got a better idea. How about you just... Oh, never mind. Anyway, coronavirus convalescent plasma trial begins in the UK. Interesting. The UK's National Health Service Blood and Transplant Unit has started a new trial which will look at a possible treatment using plasma donated by those who have recovered from COVID-19. Read this and more. Russia reports over 11,000 new coronavirus cases each day. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. They've done a shit ton of tests, but there wasn't a real outbreak in Russia, and now suddenly they're reporting 11,000 new cases a day. So maybe it's finally coming, showing up there. Let's see. First 14 units. Okay, so that's Sky News. Let's move back here. Let's go back and just do the updates for the U.S. Greg Abbott says throwing Texas in jail whose biz shut down through no fault of their own is wrong. I'm eliminating jail for violating an order retroactive to April 2nd, superseding local orders. Criminals shouldn't be released to prevent COVID-19, just to put business owners in their place. Okay, good. That's reference to the woman who they put in jail the judge, I think she opened up her hair salon, and in violation of the recommendation. I guess it was an order, and so they put her in jail. And because the woman wouldn't apologize to the judge for doing it. She's like, no, I opened my business because I need to eat. And the judge put her in jail for 7 days. Well, Governor Abbott has apparently rescinded that order. Let's see. Michael Hancock, we're doing what we can do in Denver to blunt the curve. And as state and city, we got in front of COVID-19 at the right time. Our whole focus is about protecting our residents and doing what we can to keep people healthy as we look to reopen parts of the city of Denver. I don't know if he's the mayor or who is he? No, he's the mayor of Denver. Okay. Apparently, coronavirus cases correlate with increased testing in the city. Oh, okay. Denver mayor says that the uptick in coronavirus cases correlates with an increase in testing in the city. See, a lot of people are bringing up the fact that we're finding a lot of new cases, right? Like, oh, there's a whole lot of new cases that are coming up, right? Well, yeah, because we've upped the testing exponentially. We did, let's see, when I was doing my update between yesterday and the day before that I put on Twitter every day, we did 350,000 tests in one day this week. I mean, that's where it's getting to between May 5th in the morning and May 6th around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 350,000 tests. That's a lot of tests in one day. And that's, of course, you're going to find more. You're going to find more cases, a lot of them asymptomatic, the more tests you do. So, geez, what are you going to do? Anyway, these are just updates of the city. I'll skip this. Let's get it. Check trends real quick. Let's see, because there's a couple in here that I really want to talk about just briefly. Inside Xbox is trending #1 on Twitter. It's funny how gaming stuff. Oops, I don't want that. Hang on a second here. I messed up here. Let's get to Twitter trends, show more, and then we'll show more again. It should be in the middle here. Okay, Inside Xbox is trending #1. Xbox announces details of upcoming third-party games for the new Series X. If you're an Xbox user, that should be good news to you. This is no time to put on the brakes. White knuckle through rough terrain. Enjoy the amplified off-road racing of Dirt 5 for the Xbox Series X. There's, anyway, a whole bunch of new games. Third-party developers are making games. If you're a gamer, that should be of great news to you. Death Star. I know why this is trending. This is funny. Donald Trump tweeted something. Or no, Brad Parscale did. I mean... and it probably didn't hit that well. But anyway, for nearly 3 years, we've been building a juggernaut campaign, Death Star, and it's firing on all cylinders. Data, digital, TV, political, surrogates, coalitions. I think he's the digital director for the Trump campaign. And some people are making fun of that because nicknaming your presidential re-election campaign Death Star in the middle of a pandemic and that's already killed 70,000 people is an interesting choice. Yeah, kind of. 2,103 cases confirmed in a week in Arizona with 91 additional deaths. They're clearly not directly proportional. No, directly proportional. Probably not. I don't know. Directly proportional to the number of testing or amount of testing. I'm not sure what that means. Did I say juggernaut? Juggernaut? Didn't I say juggernaut? Did I say juggernaut? Okay, I'm not sure what I said there. Trump's campaign manager named their 2020 re-election campaign Death Star. It's an odd choice considering 70,000 real Americans have died under Trump's watch in a month. Yeah, you know what? Okay, let's just stop this bullshit. Let me see. How many people, on average, die in a year in the United States? Okay, an average in 2017, an average of 7,708 people die each day in the United States. That's 2017. So, calculator. 7707 times 31. We'll take a long month. 238,917 people die every month in the United States. Average. So, yes, these people died of COVID-19. And it's interesting because some other causes of death have been greatly lowered during this crisis. Probably, mainly, I would say accidents, car accidents, probably way down because not people are driving. Sure that all the deaths that they're claiming are COVID-19 deaths that might be something else. Yeah, I know. Oh, confirmed case increase versus death increase is not, acceleration is not proportional. No, I know it's not. I know that. I mean, it's anyway. David Cochran. Oh, you know what happened to the Death Star, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why he decided to use that imagery and that idea, but who knows? That's kind of funny that he did that. The next one that's trending, Ahmaud Arbery. Now, this one kind of pisses me off. And I know that there are people who have different ideas about this. And I'm not one to jump on bandwagons about things that happen. My first gut instinct of this particular case is, and if you're not familiar with the case, a couple guys went and they're already pushing it as a public lynching. So this guy was jogging. A couple of men thought he was a suspect of some robberies and chased him down to pick up. They had guns and they stopped the guy. They're not police officers. I think one might be a former police officer, but they're not police officers. They stop this guy with guns. They get in a scuffle and they shoot the man dead because they think he's suspected in some robberies or some other bullshit. Okay? Now, and apparently the guys haven't been arrested. Apparently, where has this happened? Is this somewhere in Texas? Does anyone know? Now I don't. First of all, even if these people were trying to make a citizen's arrest, there was some state where citizen's arrests are something that are a thing. But even if this were a case where apparently they did not witness him doing this either. They said that someone saw him at some house being built site or whatever. But it doesn't even matter. My first gut reaction is, without knowing enough about it, is first of all, why are you stopping anyone from running? If you think there's something, if you think that he's a threat, sure, call the police or whatever. But I guess I don't want to get too deep in this. It just pisses me off. Now, and it's one of the rare cases where I go, I immediately have an opinion without knowing all the facts. And it's this is definitely one of those where you got to go, maybe a 3 to 5 day rule's got to go into effect. Still no arrest or charges for Ahmaud Arbery's killers despite public outcry. This is why we need DAs who value black lives. I'm reminded of Kamala Harris as a DA prioritizing a backlog of 100 unsolved homicides and 74 cases, mostly black victims. And then someone brings up the dipshit in California who walks in a California supermarket with a Klan hood. There's not, right now, because this is trending right now and it's all people who are pissed off, I can't even get a good description of what happened. Couple of points. Based on that video, the guys that killed Ahmaud Arbery should get the death penalty. Second point, why does this outrage only happen when a black man is killed by a white or a cop? Does your life not matter if you're killed by anybody other than them? That's somewhat of a good point, but those guys should be in jail. I'd put those guys under the jail if, based on what I'm seeing. I don't think, even if you have a place where you can do citizen arrest, you can't do it unless you witness something directly. And in this case, everything I've read, they didn't witness anything. They didn't witness anything. They just assumed. I saw the guy jogging, and they chased him down and stopped him with a pickup truck with a shotgun and another pistol, and then they shoot the guy. I mean, and now look, there was a struggle. The guy was like, get the fuck away from me, get it off me. There's a video of it. I don't know if I don't even want to show the video. You can find it online. But and then now LeBron James has gotten into it, and everyone's tweeting this. I was murdered by an armed father and son who hunted me down and shot me as I jogged in Georgia. It is in Georgia, Georgia neighborhood. Neither of the killers have been charged. My name is Ahmaud Arbery. There is video of it. You can find it on the internet. It's disturbing watching these guys stop him. They get in a scuffle, and then here it is. Here, I'm not gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. Rather than show it, I'm gonna pause. I don't want to. Here, I'll just, if you want to see the video. Now this one obviously has a headliner on it that is telling you what's happening versus letting you see it for yourself, but whatever. Yeah, Colt Krill. I want to wait for all the facts, but I just, the facts that I know right now, this ain't a good look. This is not a good look. And I'm, you know what? The facts in a lot of these cases I've waited for, and turned out to be something completely different than what the media put out. And, there's cases out there that I have some disagreements with people that, Trayvon Martin. I don't think what's his face intended to kill Trayvon Martin, and it's a case of something that maybe if both of them had walked their own ways, nobody would be dead. But both made a choice to walk in a direction that caused it to escalate. And Trayvon Martin made a choice to attack Zimmerman that caused it to escalate. And then they get on the ground, and now one of them's dead. But I don't know that, I can't say that Zimmerman intentionally killed Trayvon Martin. In this case, these guys drew a gun on a guy who was jogging. And not even seeing what the guy did. There's a lot of those cases. Mike Brown, I argue with people about Mike Brown too. Plenty of witnesses in that case. There's a whole trial that tells you what happened, and unfortunately for Mike Brown, he made some bad choices as far as I'm concerned. Now, there's people who completely disagree with me on that I'm friends with, and it's one of those conversations where we're never going to agree on it. This case is a little different. They see a guy jogging. They think he's someone who might have been involved in something, so they stop him with guns drawn. And then they shoot him. Not good. Moving on. National Day of Prayer is apparently trending. On this National Day of Prayer, Americans reaffirm your prayer guides and strengthen our great nation. America is one nation under God. First Lady Melania Trump, we must keep our faith in God. Charles Payne, take it from me, it works. Tim Tebow, on this National Day of Prayer, I ask you to join me in prayer for our country, our leaders, and our amazing people. We may not look to our strength, and may we not look to our strength and our abilities, but that we look at God's strength and His great love for us. Lots of people tweeting on this. Franklin Graham, Pebbles the blind cat. Okay. Anyway, that's why that's trending. Thursday thoughts, we're going to skip. I'm going to move on. Earl Thomas, Raven safety Earl Thomas, held at gunpoint by wife over alleged cheating incident. Oh, shit. Oh, no. God. Earl Thomas had an orgy with his brother. His wife found out about it, and showed up with a loaded gun and 2 girlfriends. Police found her chasing him around with a knife. The entire story is crazy. TMZ has the details. Okay. Holy shit. Twitter has a lot to say about the wild Earl Thomas story. I bet it does, but I'm going to pass on this now. Moving on, Sean Reed. Apparently there was a police shooting also. Where was this one? This was in... Okay, apparently TMZ posted the video, and this person's upset about that. Okay, so this is someone here on... Now, I take all these with a grain of salt because I don't know what was happening. This woman says, I just watched live where a young man was running from the police in Indianapolis. I heard the boy say where he was parking on 62nd and Michigan, and I heard him say, I'm about to park and run. Somebody come get me. I saw him fall down from being tased. I heard at least 10 to 15 shots. Then I heard the officer say, that's a closed casket, homie. You got him good. Then they formulated a story about how he shot back. He didn't have a gun. I saw everything. It was my 3,000 people on his... I was on a live stream on Facebook. I'm literally sick to my stomach. I saw the officer try to cover his face with a notebook. The live is gone. I heard everything. I'm heartbroken. He was tased. He could have been cuffed and arrested. Heard another officer say, that's what he gets for running. I'm sick. If that is accurate, that's fucked up, and the officers should be in trouble. I don't know the situation. I'd love to hear the whole story. That's why that is trending. Sean, his name is Sean Reed. Anyway, moving on. Bridgegate is trending. The Supreme Court has overturned the convictions of 2 of the people involved in New Jersey's Bridgegate scandal. Oh goodness! This was with Chris Christie's issues. In a unanimous decision, the court said that the government overreached in prosecuting Bridget Kelly and Bill Baroni for their roles in creating a massive traffic jam designed to punish a New Jersey mayor who refused to endorse the re-election of Republican Governor Chris Christie. I always had one of these going that whole time anyway. Ms. Kelly and Mr. Baroni were convicted of fraud and conspiracy for scheming in 2013 to create gridlock in Fort Lee, New Jersey by changing the traffic flow onto the George Washington Bridge to New York City. The mayor of Fort Lee, Mark Sokolich, a Democrat, had declined to endorse Mr. Christie. Despite throwing out the case, the court was nevertheless damning in its view of the actions of Ms. Kelly and Mr. Baroni. What was the decision here? How many? Didn't say what the... A unanimous decision! So they threw it out. Justice Elena Kagan wrote that for no reason other than political payback, the aides used deception to alter the flow of traffic to the bridge in a move that jeopardized the safety of the town's residents. How? You're much safer in a traffic jam than you are in a moving car, I would think. Because the traffic moves slower, so you're less likely to get in an accident. Anyway. However, not every corrupt act by state or local officials is a federal crime, Justice Kagan added. Okay, there you go. For Ms. Kelly, former Governor Christie's deputy chief of staff, and Mr. Baroni, his top appointee at the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, argued that they were wrongly convicted and that the prosecutors overreached when they were charged under federal fraud laws. Yeah, what's fraud? Whatever. That's dumb. Anyway, that is trending. Bridgegate is trending. Oh, let's see what people are saying about Bridgegate. Unanimous decision. Now, Jonathan Turley, okay, just tells the ruling. NPR telling the ruling. Turley telling the ruling. Shannon Bream. Same thing. Convictions tossed. And unanimous decision. Anybody really have an opinion on this? Oh, it is very cool how the U.S. Supreme Court continues to slowly legalize government corruption in America. It's a unanimous decision, you douchebag. You can be sure that Barr will explain the meaning of today's Supreme Court Bridgegate reversal to Trump. If a governor can get away with shutting down a major bridge to punish a political rival, imagine what a president can do, or don't. You won't have to imagine for long. Lawrence Tribe. The evidence, no doubt, shows wrongdoing, deception, corruption, abuse of power, just as Elena Kagan wrote in the court's unanimous opinion, but the federal fraud statutes do not criminalize all such conduct. So it could criminalize some such conduct, just not in this case. So Congress, let's amend those statutes. Okay. Unfortunately, nobody goes to jail for Bridgegate. It basically means that public corruption is no longer a thing that the courts have a problem with. This was a unanimous decision. Okay, so yeah, people on the left are going to be mad about that. Jason Whitlock's trending. He had the wrong opinion about LeBron James talking about the case of Armand Audrey. And so people are Black Twitter's dragging Jason Whitlock right now, which is not unusual. Dirt 5, that's a new game on Xbox. The Medium is a trending, which is what? Okay, is this some kind of a K-pop thing or no? Oh, The Medium it's a new game on Xbox. The Medium on Game Pass. All right, I don't care. Like a Dragon. Gaming, Scorn Gaming, Han Jising, K-pop, Bright Memory Infinite Gaming, Madden 21 Gaming, Yazuka 7 Gaming. So lots of things coming out for the new Xbox. Is it called X Series or something like that? I don't know. You gaming people might know. All right, let me check my notifications here real quick. Thank you to Becca Farley for tweeting out the show, Chi-Town J, Mitch the Ripper, Tyler F, also for all retweeting the show and putting it out there. Also, let's see. Thank you, Gamer Valine. I'm just saying the Empire was a costume evil. Many lingering effects of their takeover were good. The Jedi wore matching robes and dictated thought, lifestyles, even how you cut your hair. Oh, let's see. Oh, I see here. Thank you, Gabriel Lane. There's a tweet here. Trump's campaign manager named their 2020 re-election campaign Death Star. It's an odd choice considering 1, 70,000 real Americans have died under Trump's watch in a month. 2, the Empire were the baddies. And 3, the Death Star was a symbol for hubris that gets blown up. Always. And so Gabriel Lane replied, quote, slavery and the like moved to the shadows under the Empire. The bloated bureaucracy was abolished, in turn making black markets and smuggling reduce and scatter to remote locations the Empire couldn't enforce. The Jedi were a cult. Oh, shots fired. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, Becca, you're so right. Courts enforce law, doesn't write laws. Good point. Very good point. All right, quick check on here. Oh, I do have... Okay, I'm going to finish with this story, which Gunfox sent me. And it's not really a story. It's just kind of a video. Apparently, there's a problem with monkeys in some parts of the world. Unbelievable video captures a child snatching monkey. Indonesian footage captures... Here, I'll put it on the screen. Indonesian footage captures monkey on a miniature bike in attempted child kidnap. Oh my gosh, bizarre footage out of Indonesia has emerged online that shows a monkey appearing to attempt to kidnap a small child whilst riding a miniature bicycle. Unbelievably, the video shows a monkey riding a tiny bike down an alleyway before launching off the comically sized vehicle and pulling the toddler from a bench. The young girl tumbles from the seating before the monkey comes back for more, dragging her face down by her cardigan along the cobbled paving. So where's the video? There's video somewhere. Oh, is it at the top? Oh, is this one of those that isn't working that well? This may not work. We'll see what happens here. Are they ranting? Hey, monkey's got to eat. Oh, damn. You know what? I don't think the video is going to work. I've had some internet problems today. I don't know why. So this may not work. Have I had, by the way, has my stream gone pretty smoothly, or has there been buffering or stuff? I don't know. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to work. So, but anyway, yeah. Monkey tried to kidnap a kid. I have to talk to my friend about his cousins. Anyway, but thank you, GunFox61, for sending that to me. We'll do a quick hashtag check. I have tons of bookmarks. I think I'm gonna take care of a lot of my bookmarks because I've been bookmarking stuff all week, and oh gosh, stimulus proposal, $2,000 payment plus $1,000 per month until 1 year. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, the CARES Act provided many Americans with financial relief in the form of a $1,200 stimulus check. But as that program rolls out, it has become apparent to lawmakers that more financial assistance is needed. There are currently several proposals from various lawmakers that would provide Americans with an ongoing, I'll put this on the screen while I'm saying here, ongoing financial support. You can learn more about the current proposals here. Now you can add the automatic boost to Communities Act proposal, which was introduced by Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib and Pramila Jayapal. If approved, the ABC Act would provide every American with a Boost debit card that is preloaded with $2,000. The card would be reloaded with $1,000 each month until 1 year after the end of the COVID crisis. You are insane! Oh my God! All right. That's it. Let's just be Zimbabwe. Okay, let's just walk to the store with a bucket load of cash to buy a Snickers bar. Holy fuck. Who's... So basically, you want everyone... FTG, F and G to Rashida Tlaib and whatever, Jayapal, whatever her damn name is. Fuck that noise. Grill and Pirate Pete, thank you. I missed it, but apparently Don Lemon said that Michelle Obama was better looking than Melania Trump, which totally makes sense coming from Don Lemon since he's attracted to men. Oh shit! Now look, I've seen that clip with Don Lemon talking, and I don't think he intended to say that Michelle Obama was better looking than Melania Trump. I think what he was doing, when he was saying that stuff, I think he intended saying that Barack Obama is better looking than you. But I don't know. You know what? To each is each. I think Melania Trump looks pretty good for a 50-year-old woman. Damn good, actually. Here's a beer just sitting on top of a bar just in case anyone has forgotten what it looks like. Pete. Oh, by the way, Pete sent me some great pictures of his some ribs and I don't know, pork products that he was getting ready to throw in the smoker, and I was just like, oh, good God. Oh my God, Michelle is not a man. I know she's not. She's, you know what? There are times when Michelle Obama looks very attractive, and sometimes she looks a little goofy, but she's not a man. Stop that shit. Burning books don't just look like this. They also look like this. This video has been removed because the content's violating YouTube's terms of service. I'm telling you. Yeah, YouTube's getting that way. All right, that's it for today, guys. That's it for today. I appreciate you all being here so much. And thank you to Craven Moorhead for the super chat tip jar dollars today. I appreciate that. If you... for those of you who may not be completely regular here, God. Oh, what a boomer thing to say. Anyway, thank you for coming. It's the Morning Light Labs here Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central, 2 p.m. GMT for people in other parts of the world. And if you like what we do, make sure before you leave, hit the like button on the way out the door. And please share this video, whether you are watching live or the replay. But if you are watching the replay, put us a comment in the section down below so that I know you were here. And if you'd like to support the show and the dog in a financial sort of way, you can do that through the Streamlabs link in the description down below, right there at PDawgNight.live, which is the PDawgNight.live little website thingy there. It's a page, really. It's not a website. It's just a page, but it's a page that has some good information on it. And what else? That's it. I have no more. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. My name's PDawg Night. And I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Hey, this is PDawg Night, and thank you for watching today on the PDawg Night channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comments section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterward so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through the Streamlabs link, which is also in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm PDawg Night, and I'm out of here.